Okay, guys. So, as you all know, we have EvoClub Extended Warranty. This is an initiative that we have rolled out for more than a year, and we are very. It's something that that we bring to you guys. If let's say you're an existing car owner, or if you buy a used car, you want an added peace of mind. This is something a bit like a health insurance policy for your car, if you think about it. Okay, so we are very glad over the last 1 year we have a very good, very strong partner, GMR. Guard My Ride. They have been fantastic. They are a very established third-party warranty provider in the market. Previously, they served exclusively to used car dealers, recon car dealers with that have good reputation all right. So, and you would have also seen some of earlier videos from Bobby and Fadil that they have interviewed Jonathan, the founder of GMR. Today we have Gerard, all right, who is joining us. And Gerard, tell us a bit about your role in GMR.
Oh, my role. Basically, I'm more on the workshop, the claims, that side. Whenever something goes wrong with the car, I'm more on that side.
So basically, does it mean that you you sort of decide what you sort of decide what are the claims that get approved versus what's not? Is that how?
No. Okay. Number one, the decision never comes from us. Our job is just to be there to administer, make sure everything goes accordingly, documentation wise, diagnosis wise, more on this part. I mean, decision doesn't really come from us. No matter what, it still comes from the big boys, the insurer. We can only do our part to do recommendation to them, the findings that we see.
Okay.
We practice our scrutiny before we submit everything to them.
So see, the thing is how the warranty package works, guys. If you need any clarification, what happens is if there's something, you drive your car to any of the panel of inspection centers, trusted workshops, okay, provided of course that you have also serviced your car at them, and they will check. They will take your car in, but what happens behind the scenes when a customer drives a car into any of the workshop or the inspection centers?
Actually, I think Bobby had a very good experience.
Yeah.
So like for him, actually is something happened to his car, maybe for something pops up.
Yeah.
So and because he already knows the speech, he know where they are. So he just directly drive there. Pass the booklet, let them know the issue. That the workshop will do their diagnosis of that part.
Yeah.
So after the workshop have done their diagnosis, then what they do is they'll send us all the documents, like the short test, the finding, the quotation, the spare part that has to be replaced, all these things. Then on our end, we have to very quickly do confirmation on the pricing. So we will do double, triple comparison.
Yeah.
To what is in the market.
Yeah.
So because we have to show findings, that this is justified.
Yeah.
So in terms of parts, that one we have to do our comparison. Then we also have to look at the symptom. What is the symptom of the car coming in to file for the claim?
Yeah.
Then we have to look at the diagnosis from the workshop. So diagnosis from workshop basically is their judgment on how to get the issue resolved. In some cases maybe there will be they cannot confirm yet on the spot. Then there will be like option 1, then option 2, then maybe another option 3.
Yeah.
Right. So we will have to look at the symptoms and then also versus the diagnosis to see is it relevant and whether it is required to replace the part or repair the part. So behind the scene, that's what happens, and we always try our best to get this whole part done as fast as we can.
You say as fast as you can, but what you've described, it is a very lengthy process because the customer bring the car to the workshop escalate the diagnose, escalate the problem to you. You have to compile the documentation, go and do your market research, And then after that, you present your findings to insurance company come back to you, and you go back to workshop. So what is the turnaround time that we are talking about? You know,
it depends a lot on the quantum of the problem.
Yeah.
So I mean, for very straightforward cases, for instance, certain issue basically is computer diagnosis. Go in, look at the fault, look at the issue symptom. You already know, confirm this thing must change. Okay, so these are very direct type of cases. So for cases like this, basically we have many cases that we get it done within the day. As long as full documentation comes in, say in the morning, most likely we try our best to get it done within the day. Latest by the next day morning. But this is the fastest case. So that's why I say quantum is very important. For instance, your car comes in and it says the symptom is jerking at third gear at what speed? So these type of cases then will require a lot more investigation.
Correct.
Then these type of cases then is not as straightforward as what I just mentioned, because then you have to get to that condition to create that symptom, and then we have to feel. This type is more feel already, because he said that at third gear at what speed you jerk. So you have to recreate that scenario to feel what the consumer was feeling. Then after that, we will have, so usually the thinking process will be like, okay, this can be caused by A, B, C, D. Then visual check A, B, C, D, computer check A, B, C, D. Then you slowly one by one you take it out from the equation. This one, is it possible? Visual check, computer check, seems like not probable. Take it out. Next one, next one, next one. So this one, the longer process takes on the diagnosis part, which a lot to do with the hard work done by our workshop. We require a lot of their input. So it's not to say we don't trust our workshops, but we like to be safe. So even if a workshop tells us, hey, I confirm it's this thing, okay? They say, I confirm it's this thing. But it is still our responsibility to check with other workshops. We can tell them the scenario, what symptom, how we did the checking, what did we find. Then from their experience, what would they come to a conclusion? So, if we have another party without knowing this case, and just by giving him all the findings, he can come to the same conclusion, then at least we know this is something more firm. But that's our part of the job that we should do.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, you are dealing with an insurance company, and insurance company, they need they need all the black and white clear before they will approve your claim, right?
Yes.
Right. So so the thing about GMR warranty, guys, how it works, right, is that is that because the claims is processed from an insurance company, you don't have to worry about the workshop or GMR themselves worrying about saving their own pocket and not honoring your claim. Such a conflict of interest does not exist. Correct? Am I correct in saying that? Yeah. Okay. So
definitely.
Hey, so you
just to elaborate a bit on that So our method is always been the same, which you can easily check with the panel workshops that work with us. We are transparent. The booklet says what we cover. On our website, we also show what we cover. So say after checking 10 items, 6 items hits the list that is covered. Okay, 4 doesn't. So for that 6 item, we don't mind even showing you what is our price. We definitely get a better price than the market.
Yeah. Right.
Because as a single man consumer, you are only one car. So, we're dealing with volumes here. So we dare to be transparent. We don't mind if the customer asks, hey, I want to know how much you paid. We'll open the books. We'll show them. So in that sense, our method all this out is, if that 6 item hits our list and we have already done our checking, we approve. If we approve the claim, you know, if the approval comes for the claim, those 6 items together with the labor until the claim limit will cover. I mean, until today, there are no cases where, you know, we come to customer and say, okay, this item I approve, but this is my claim. For this item, I can only approve X amount and you have to top up. That has never happened with us. We never done that. It's like, as long as your claim limit has sufficient amount to cover for that item plus the labor, once the approval is given for that item, it means the item plus the labor. Yeah. We won't say this item is 5,000. We can only approve guideline 3,000. Please top up 2,000 for the same item. We never do that.
Okay. So how long have you been working with GMR already? In this or
Day one.
No, but so you've been there with the company right from the start, lah.
Day one.
So over this few years that GMR has been running, right? How do you have any like very like particularly interesting examples of warranty claims that you remember? Any like you think back, it's like, hey, this claim, this story is a bit funny to share.
Funny, no lah. I cannot think of funny, but I mean, after being in here for so long, I can tell you one special scenario lah. Special. This was back in the days when the F10. I think it was back in 2016. I think it should be around 2016.
Yeah.
So at that time, you know, in Malaysia, F10 is still considered as the more new models. The 5 Series.
That time, I think LCI just came out. I think facelift just came out.
Yeah. Right? So at that time, they were the Japanese imports and the UK imports. Yeah. Okay, but it's actually the what do you call it? The coding, the 523. I don't know what's that phrase.
The model, the batch number. Yeah.
It's different. It's like 523 in Japan and 523 in UK. It's not 100% the same thing. Yeah. So
different
I cannot remember.
Together.
Yeah. So I cannot remember the actual engine model. I cannot remember the actual engine model of that car, but I know it was a 5 Series. Yeah. So the special thing was this. There was this one customer. It was in Johor. So car light comes up, fault comes up, so generally goes to workshop diagnose, alternator, I can't remember whether it's what low charge or something like that. So basically it's like the voltage issue, charge not enough, something like that. I can't remember the exact story, but it was the principle there. So workshop said, straightforward this alternator gone already, cannot blah 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 blah. Okay, submit, then we check. So I mean that time F10 is still considered new, We also just started to get into to know more about F10 because we are aftermarket right? 2016 that car I think only maximum is only 6 years old. Yes. Right. So we're still getting our hands onto to learn about F10. So check. Okay lah, alternator gone, replace. Okay, so replace. Then they do test everything. Okay, all reading chun, customer drive. Boom. 2 days later, customer call back. Wait. Fault again, cannot be. Never mind, drive in. Come, we check again. Wait, same thing, Then we thought maybe item besui. Never mind. Swap another one. Swap another one. Customer drive. Okay, check. So show customer like, hey boss, really, you see everything done already. So okay lah. Customer drive. I think it was around maybe few days, 1 week. Wait, same problem again, So in the end, the problem was not alternator. The problem was all the injectors. Oh no. So the injectors, because they have electrical current, I think. So it will short circuit the alternator. Oh. But the best part is in computer, when you go in, it doesn't say anything wrong with the injector. I can't remember it's injector or ignition coil. Sorry, my memory too many years already. I can't remember. Yeah. But basically, it was. It's that part, it's the ignition system. It's the ignition system. So, I think it was another year or two after that. Only the BMW update their software. So now it can detect that is that part that is causing the current to be unstable to short circuit. So that time, how to repair? If it's 6-cylinder, change all 6 lah.
Ah, because you don't know which
If
one.
it's the 4-cylinder, change all 4 lah.
Yeah, lah, because you don't know which one, ma. Once you book out already, right? The coil or the injector.
If you talk about a very special case, I remember this one. This one was something that time we really scratch our head. Maybe that's why no hair, you know.
Because globally, right? Actually, interesting you brought up. Globally, right? F10 523 got 3 different engines depending on the year one. Malaysia is 2.5, and if Malaysia spec is 2. And Japan early pre-facelift spec will be 2.5 NA. Then if it's UK spec will be 3.0 direct injection NA. Then facelift Japan spec 523 would be it's actually our 5201. It's the same engine as our 520, but they call it 523 in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cannot remember the exact model already, but I remember it was a UK unit. It was an UK unit.
UK unit would have been the 3.0. Would have been the 3.0. Okay.
So I mean, because that time I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 2016. So for us, that third party after new car one. At that point of time, F10 is considered high tech, new stuff. It's like brand new stuff. So I mean, a lot of things had to learn along the way. So that one was something that looks very direct. In the end, spent a lot of time trying to fix the issue.
Eventually, you solve the problem for the customer, I hope.
Yeah, eventually. So I mean, after that, we went around, asked a few more of those BMW specialists here and there. We asked. Then they say maybe you should try this. So we tried out. After trying, no issue.
Saved about 500 bucks. You save about 1,000 plus.
To work out cheaper for me.
3,000,
215, even more.
it's for 200 plus. 400 bucks of savings.
So it's interesting, right? How in this line, you really learn a lot of new things every day. Life sometimes throws you
a lot. I mean, because you see, from outside, we don't really see the engine function.
Correct.
Right? So this one also something special one. For instance, Subaru. I think it was the Gen 10, the hatchback one. Is it Gen 10?
The WRX.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that one from Japan actually got quite a few different engine types.
Yes.
I cannot remember actually the technical thing, but it's like inside the engine oil pump, for different batch, it comes with different design. Because like certain only come with one singular oil pump. Certain engine model come with 2 oil pump.
Wow.
So I mean, this one I still remember is last time we kena one. Wow, I tell you that engine is the one that is more rare. Took us 3 months just to source for one engine.
You have to change whole engine.
Katoy, whole engine boom.
Ayo.
Because the oil pump, I mean, there's no like very 100% like what cost, but the major cost was the oil pump suddenly cut off the lubrication. So suddenly, boom, just jam.
Oh my god.
But I mean, got this type of issue. I mean, to us, it's like, to anyone is Gen 10 Subaru WRX supposed to be all same engine, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know how. We didn't really spend time into studying that lah. So there is like different engine batches where the design is slightly different. This one comes with 2 oil pump. That one comes with singular oil pump.
That is a very, very fundamental difference, that they built into the engine.
Yeah. I mean, if you say like 2.5, 2.0, it's the same. It's 2.5, 2.0 turbo. It's still called the same thing. But the engine code definitely is different now. But that case is very rare one. Very rare. Even we look for all those Subaru enthusiasts, those workshop, those that do a lot of modding for Subaru. Once they heard the engine, susah cari.
Oh.
Okay, then 3 months, 3 months. Some of the order from overseas.
Hey, so I ask you, right? I mean, now since I'm speaking to you directly, you guys handle a lot of cases. So might as well take this opportunity to ask you to address a lot of preconceptions people have about maintaining cars. is it really true that Japanese cars are more reliable than continental cars based on your record of claims percentage?
Okay, actually, to be honest with you, I love this question because everyone asks me this question, and I always feel the question itself is wrong. That's my belief. I feel the question itself is wrong. It's not the answer. If you look at Japanese, then you look at continental car. Maybe nowadays they're coming closer than before. But if you say you start from 30 years ago, I would say the fundamental difference between these two different regions of cars is the design initiation process. So I would say number one for a continental, especially the German, the first thing they always look for is safety. Then comes technology, innovation, advancement. Then comes maybe comfort, efficiency, things like that. But if you look at the Japanese, the Japanese cars, for instance, I would believe the way I look at it for the last, I feel their design process starts from must tahan. It's very long. This thing must not fail. Okay, so I would say the emphasis is different.
Correct.
Right. So coming back to maintenance point of view, definitely you're gonna spend extra dollars on maintaining a continental car. Definitely one.
Okay.
It is. Don't need to argue at all. Very simple. I give you the best example. Okay. You buy a 500,000 Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
500,000 ringgit is a Land Cruiser, the best Toyota, highest spec, all the good stuff inside already. When do you know the brake pads are coming to an end?
If you don't know how to check brake pad, you really don't know one, until you go to
wait for the sound. Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Say you drive the cheapest Mini one, no turbo one. When do you know when to change the brake pads?
Dashboard will tell you.
Dashboard will tell you. The car sitting on top.
Yes.
Okay. So that thing, for that thing to happen, there's this wire sensor that is hidden inside your brake pad.
Correct.
And every time you change your brake pads, you have to replace the sensor. It's just a wire. Right. That thing costs money. But to me, brake is safety.
Correct.
So that's why I say I feel it's the fundamental design is different. So you are basically taking strawberry to compare with apple.
Yeah. 2 years now. 2 years I drive my BMW, right? Even though my car is 20 years old, also got brake wear sensor one. I still remember the first day I got the car, right? I drive in the workshop. The dashboard there, tell me the brake pad have to. They didn't. Of course, it didn't specify which one, but it tells me that I've got one pads already, right? And now I have come to actually appreciate the presence of all these sensors and warning lights that it keep me informed that there's something there you need to look into before the problem becomes worse. Right.
And like I said, these things I feel these things they start from safety. Brake pads, the tire pressure sensor. All these are safety. I mean, it's what that keeps your car from being on the road, stopping from that whatever speed you're at. I would say fundamentally it's different now. I mean, even if you buy the most expensive Velfire or the Alphard, the Royal Lounge, the EL, regardless of whichever spec it is, don't have.
Now I cannot. This kind of thing I cannot really I cannot. If let's say like I don't have a sensor that tell me this right now, I feel insecure and I feel like, I always wonder if you need to check or not.
Then like tire pressure sensor. Okay, if you drive a small car maybe you will feel not important one Yes, drive a small car maybe you won't feel. Why? Because even if it's the rear tire start to deflate, you can feel
the steering.
Okay. But if you ever tried before lah. If you drive, say, an Alphard or Bellfire, those long, big cars, heavy cars, you're on the highway, one of the rear tires starts to slowly deflate because you cannot nail. Okay? You won't feel this thing so fast, you know?
Yeah.
You're not gonna feel it very fast.
Yeah.
By the time you know, I confirm your tire one side habis already.
Condemn ready, that one. Condemn
ready.
Yeah.
And you know all this MPV on highway, 130, 140, your car is like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine your car like this with a tire like that?
Yeah.
So
I
I have to admit I also have Alphard, no choice. Family
Yeah, correct.
The first thing I did, drive to workshop, pasang tire monitor.
Smart.
Cheap. It's not expensive. It's just few hundred ringgit only.
Nice. Hey, ask you right now. I'll ask you a couple of questions from consumer perspective. I want to ask you a question from workshop perspective. Let's say like right now, I just started a workshop or I'm running a workshop. I want to be a GMR panel. How does a workshop become a GMR panel?
Basically to us, to be honest, for us, it's not about big or small. To us, for us, panel workshop is not about big or small, but it's a lot about your work. It's a hands-on thing. You know, you really have to go to the workshop to see how they do it, what do they do. Because I mean, workshop, there are so many types, you know. There are some where they are focused in a singular brand.
Yeah.
There are some where they focus on a certain component. So we don't have a like strict that guideline. Oh, must be this, no. To us, it depends a lot on location, what you are good at, how you do things, how you deliver to your end user. It's not about big. A lot of people have this wrong perception that when we appoint workshop, first thing must be big. No, big doesn't mean good. What we want is the real good workshop owner type. If we can, I mean, it's not to say all of them are like this, but we try our best. We interview them. It's the way they do things, the character. I think that is the more important part about appointing workshop. I mean, no point for me to appoint one workshop that is super huge, has all the best facility, but when it got problem, you never see the boss. You only can look for someone else who is person in charge, and then maybe today is on duty, tomorrow is on leave. So I mean we don't have a like mati miang guideline. There's no such thing.
Because
you really have to go down there, meet them, talk to them, see for yourself.
But are you guys like always on the lookout or open to add new workshops to your?
Yeah. I mean definitely we to be honest, we receive few applications every month, big or small, and there are always people who recommend. But to be frank with you, first we always try not to be in the same area. We try our best not to be in the same area. For instance, as one in Sri Damansara, we try our best not to have another one in Sri Damansara.
Yeah.
We want to grow the region, the coverage.
Because at the end of the day, you also want all your panel workshop partners to benefit from the arrangement in some way.
I mean very simple, In order to get support from people, you have to support them as well. A lot of people mistake us for being warranty. They always think warranty, claim. To be honest, we always emphasize a lot more on car care than claim. We try to tell people, like how you can take care of your car. For instance, I tell you one very simple example. Throughout the years, this is something I learned with experience. A lot of users, I mean, if you don't talk to those enthusiast people, a lot of car users, you can ask them, when is the last time you service your car aircon? Okay. Number one, they won't answer you because they don't know. The second type, they will answer you, they thought it's a service, but no, it's actually just topping up the aircon gas. Then you ask them, is it the one with the gas tank, the two pipe? Yeah, I did that one. But I mean, that's not a real aircon service.
Yeah.
Okay, the real aircon service, you have to go through that machine. It vacuum sucks. The lubricant comes out. There's actually lubricant in your aircon system, which a lot of people don't know. They only think the aircon gas.
It's only the gas, but yeah, it's a more complex thing, yeah.
Yeah, together it vacuums, it comes out with the lubricant, the gas, then change new lubricant, then you have to wash, check for leaking, you know, things like that. By doing so, your aircon compressor actually lasts a lot longer. Because very simple. There is only, for a normal car, normal passenger car, there is only around 600 milliliters of lubricant in the whole aircon system.
Yeah.
Okay? Only very little. I mean, you're looking at a bottle that's this size.
Yeah. Okay?
So now imagine that lubricant, 5 years never changed. I've seen before. When it comes out, it's totally almost close to black already. It's dark brown, dark brown. Okay? So can you imagine your aircon compressor have to work with a lubricant that is not doing its job? That means the compressor has to work harder.
Yeah.
When the compressor has to work harder, that means his lifespan gets shorter.
Correct.
So I mean, we always try to emphasize more on car care. But I mean, people always think I do warranty, claim. It's all about claim.
No, it's not. You actually, ideally, you don't want to have to claim.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
medical card.
Yeah, it's like medical card, right? You ideally, you want the thing on standby, but ideally you don't ever want to use it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I always tell people buying extended warranty, right? It's like paying for your medical card, right? You top up, you pay up some money, a small amount of money up front, but it covers you for the big major bill. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, there's one question I'm curious to know. There's we have an age limit, 8 years, 140,000 kilometers. Okay, so today is 2021. 8 years ago would be 2013.
Yep.
Okay, so when you say 8 years, right, does it mean blanket any car 2013, or you follow exactly to the date?
No, 2013 now. We just look at the year make.
So let's say like a car registered 2nd January 2013, June, July, August 2021 still can buy. Yep. But last year lah.
Yep. Basically, it's just 2021 minus whatever. That's it. We don't go by the month now. We won't go until by the month. Then there's too much limitation to do things. When we offer things out to the public, it has to be more easy to be clear cut, you know, rather than too many things, then very hard.
Where we at the Evo team, we feel very lucky to be very well supported by GMR over the past, got 2 years already, our partnership, 1 year plus, easily 1 year for sure.
I can't remember how long, but I mean, us with Evo go way back.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the actual date.
Yeah. But we are very thankful to have your, you know, to have your support, and we always will support you guys also.
I mean, same goes to us. We are also very we are also very proud, you know, to be able to work together with enthusiast people like Evo.
I think you guys were one of our earliest partners as we set out to build this ecosystem for car owners and car enthusiasts out there. Because when I first came on board in Evo, right, we started off with one clubhouse, Wern's Auto House. That time we had one, like, you know, that time we got them to do this inspection, this free inspection for used car buyers. And and then after that we partnership with you guys, and you know, and we give buyers car buyers a peace of mind, car owners a peace of mind. Then after that we expand to insurance as well, EvoClub Insurance, where people you know, especially now MCO, right? People travel less, and you reduce mileage, you pay less.
to be honest, I really thank Evo for finding for my life.
Really? You also use?
I third car, bro.
Three?
All three.
Wow, hey, how much you save? Must be a lot, right?
I can't remember the exact amount, but I remember even the cheapest one I saved around 300-400. The most was on the Alphard.
Oh.
And the best part I tell you about the Alphard, the best part, I have no idea why, but insurance company only give a very low value. Okay. And Pro Mileage was the only one that gave the value that is 5,000 more than all the other that I have compared to. I compare four. Other than Pro Mileage, I compared another four more. I don't want to say the names, but another four more. And all of them was in the same region. Pro Mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover.
Yeah.
Yet still cheaper.
So you got higher insured value, but you pay less.
A lot less. A lot less.
Very nice.
A
very
lot
nice.
less.
But actually, the thing is that, right? You have 3 cars at home, and chances are, even with normal usage, right? Because you're splitting your usage across 3 cars, your mileage per car should be quite low, isn't it?
Okay, so 3 cars. One car is the people mover, the MPV. So that car my wife used for picking kids and stuff like that, picking my family. So that one is the lowest mileage.
Lowest mileage.
Lowest is the lowest. If I don't go outstation traveling, 1 year maybe 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 kilometers only.
Oh, okay, lor. So minimum also you will get 20% savings lah. That one also rare occasion you.
So the Alpha was the highest saving cost. I chose the lowest tier, the 5,000 kilometer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I remember this one. I remember I paid 790 for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Compared to any other insurer that quoted the cheapest was 1,290. That's 500 difference already. 500
ringgit on the Alphard, and with higher insured value.
Higher coverage. Okay, so I mean, to be fair to other people, I chose all the way just to try the price. I chose all the way to the max, the highest mileage, comprehensive all the way. Is only top up another less than 200 ringgit.
Okay.
That means it's less than 1,000.
Yeah, nice.
So it's still more than 300 ringgit cheaper than any other insurer can give me. Plus the value is 5,000 ringgit higher.
Yes, and the best part is, right? And the best part is, if let's say like you hit 5,000 kilometers, right? And you know you still haven't finished your 1 year, right? You just top up the difference. You need reach the next.
Oh yeah. I even checked. For instance, for mine, if 5,000 kilometer, say, because I bought the 5,000. So let's say I know I have to go outstation, long distance. I'm definitely going to go past 5,000. If I top up, I just want to see how much is it going to cost me to top up another 5,000 kilometers up to 10,000. Less than 100 ringgit.
Good work.
That's why I said thank you very much. You
guys most just, welcome. You're most welcome.
You guys just easily saved me 1 car insurance.
What other cars you have?
Almost the one I use every day, the CRZ.
Wow, CRZ. That one, how much that one now CRZ market value is about what, 30-40K, right? Or higher already?
Very low. Very pitiful.
That one saved a bit lah.
That one I think also saved around, should be around 300 also.
Oh, okay.
Should be around 300, because I mean, for me, although they give such a low market value, I always buy all the way to the max one. I will max out whatever value they can give me, because I don't know why nowadays a lot of the insurance company, the value that they give is so low. For instance, my Alphard, it's a 2012 SC. It's a SC model. You go Muda and check, easily it's over 100,000. Yeah. Most insurer only give 82 or 83,000. Most insurer. Yeah. Their benchmark is 82, 83. That is max. Yeah. Most. I'm not saying all. So there are some which are a few thousand ringgit higher. So lucky for me, lucky for you guys doing it. another 5,000 extra on your end.
Nice.
And for me, I think it's important because that's the value of my car. If it's lost, if it's total loss, if it's stolen, I would want my value back to me.
Exactly. And especially if you are still paying a loan, right? Assuming if you have still a loan, right? Your immediate concern is you want that money so that you can settle the thing.
Everything.
And you don't have to top up money to the bank lah, and then after that someone has to buy another car some more.
So I mean for me, I always pick the highest limit because nowadays I don't know why most of the insurers, maybe because I'm not driving a Myvi, so nowadays the value always a bit on the low side, so I always pick the maximum value out of it.
What is your other car? What's your third car?
The third car is a 320 E90.
E90. So that one, the value now also is about on par with your
very low. But the one also safe. But I mean, the main point for me wasn't about the saving so much. I mean, you save a bit lah, but the main point was because that car also used very less. That one confirmed around 10,000 kilometer one.
So you just pay 5,000, pay the 5,000 first, then if you hit 5,000,
then you top up
lor, right? And the thing is, you can top up twice. So the only thing is, you pay 5,000, you top up one time to 10,000, and when you hit 10,000, you decide, do I want to top up to 15 or do I want to top up full?
Yeah.
So
I mean, okay lah. I mean, to me, I think it's a good deal, especially like for my case, I have two cars. That one is super long, one is super short in terms of distance. If I compare the highest to the lowest two cars, okay, one is the one I use every day. The one I use every day, I easily hit 30,000 a year, easily. Right, and for like the Alpha, that's the lowest one already. The one I use the least. So I mean, for that one, then it's no brainer. I definitely pick the one below 5,000 kilometers. But even if like for my CRZ, I use so much, I when I pick, I still save.
Right. And the thing is that you have the option of staggering your payment to three your insurance to three payments. Right.
I mean for my CRZ, I didn't. I just all the way max.
You went all the way lah. But I think if you put yourself in the position where, say, like somebody who just come out and start work, right? Even though they have a 30,000 ringgit car, but if they can split the insurance payment into three payments,
I would say it makes a difference.
It makes a difference for their cash flow.
It makes a difference. It makes a lot of difference. I mean, if you ask me, I think it makes a lot of difference for them. For instance, say the top up, is another, say, 100 over ringgit, right? Say if it's 100 over ringgit. To any small car, maybe that's one more service extra. So he can use that money to service his car for this round. 6 months later, he top up.
Yeah,
Right. So I mean, it makes sense. It's just that for me, that time, I know I'm going to use that much. So I don't want to go through the trouble of having to check it. So I just one shot.
Some people look at it that way also. And it's like I don't care lah. I just want to one year, one scouting meet done.
Because I know that car is daily drive. We're definitely gonna hit, and I don't want to. Suddenly, sometimes you overlook these kind of things, so I don't want to have that issue. So I just want to shop. But I mean, the low mileage, the one I don't worry. I put a sticker somewhere there on my car windscreen below the service.
I've been telling my colleagues, right, we should design a sticker to put on the windscreen. Our
good job. I received a SMS from them before. Just like friendly reminder. Hey, please be reminded that if you reach blah blah blah, remember to
yes.
top up.
Yes. They do that. Because I renew my cars under them also. So I also bought that sticker. That SMS reminder. And you can also see it on your cover note one. The mileage. Okay, Gerard, thank you so much for your time. It's been lovely chatting with you.
No problem, Juan.
Now is MCO every day, got 3,000, 4,000 cases. I'm also very scared to go out now. But
I mean, for us, it's just come to office, check things, then ballet already.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I think MCO or not, COVID-19 or not, in a way, life has to go on lah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Most important thing, wear your mask.
wear your mask. When you
sanitize
see
your
people,
hand.
be safe. Keep your physical distance with other people. Sanitize your hand. Yeah, I mean, that's what you
do your own part. Do your own part.
do. Your own part. Do your own part. This year, Chinese New Year, stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, first time in more than 10 years not going back, you know.
Oh, where's your hometown?
The other side of Malaysia.
The one have to take plane one or the one have to drive one?
The one have to take plane one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, my parents is just like 10-minute walk away from my house. Also, I told them this year reunion dinner we do on Zoom only lah. To be safe, to protect for their protection.
Yeah. No choice lah. No choice lah.
No
Have
choice
to
lah.
live with it.
Okay lah, bro. Take care. Thank you so much for your time. After
Thank you,
MCO, after when it's safe, you come out yam cha, okay?
Hey, definitely.
Yeah. Take care, bro. Hope to see you in person
Take care.
real soon. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Really too much for me.
What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do?